Hello and welcome to another update video for Bitcoin or about Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is back in support, right? Has dropped around 6 to 7% from the top there, which was the intraday high here around 106,400. We talked, kind of speculated in the first video today, or actually it was yesterday, a little bit about potential of a, buy the rumor, sell the news event around the Trump coin. And, well, we've seen quite a bit of downside today, but we are still way above the Monday low from last week. So it's way above the 13th of January low. Market is still holding the upper support area. It is so far a three-wave move down. That could for sure develop into a wider wave too. This is particularly where I would like to see buyers step in. 1 second. So what that could be in the yellow count, it could still turn into a wider wave too. So you might remember, for those who follow us on Discord as well, that I shared on, what is it, Friday? On Friday, I shared a wave count for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ and pointed out that obviously they are correlating with Bitcoin. They showed a 5-wave move up. That would be pretty much in line with the yellow wave count, and we might see a correction into early next week. Now, it looked a little bit as if Bitcoin might break out already, but it was a super ugly structure. So it's following the correction idea, couldn't break out yet. And I haven't looked at the NASDAQ yet. I will need to do that. But overall, it's just at the moment a normal correction. Yeah, I know I've seen some emotional statements on crypto Twitter, or X as it's called, and now I'll never get used to that. And yeah, but Bitcoin it's like, within normal Bitcoin volatility, it's nothing unusual. So even in bullish markets, and we are still holding above support, I think it's not a bad time to look for long positions carefully, but you need to understand, and that's what I posted yesterday as well, whether you want to trade the bullish 1-2-1-2 setup with invalidation at the Thursday low, or the larger 1-2 setup, or you want to leave your trade a lot of space, which can increase your win rate, but you have to reduce position size, because if we break through these two support areas, specifically the 92,626 level, I have to assume the larger wave 4 is still unfolding, and that is the larger wave 4. Let me go to the daily chart. That is the larger wave 4 that we talked about before. Let me open that here. So it would be this wave 4, which could of course still be unfolding, but I find that the less probable scenario. Rather, if you look at this, we broke out above the trend line. Maybe we're simply retesting it from above here on the daily time frame. Okay, so overall, no change there. Bitcoin just simply hasn't managed to break out yet. I'm looking for a low either in this upper support region, so far not evident yet, or in the lower support region between 92,626 and 97,260. What do we need to see for a first indication a low is in? Well, I'd say minimally a break above resistance. We can draw here a standard Fibonacci resistance area, and I would need to see a break above 104,925, the 78.6 retracement, a sustained break. If a third wave starts from here, we should still see the market get to round about 113K next. I assume that box will be reached sooner or later, whether it means that we go down a little bit lower and then rally. We should get there, right? The current idea is still that we're in a bullish market. The question is just if we need a bit of a pullback before we go higher. I can tell you that at the moment, and I go back to the smaller time frame, there is no low in place, or at least there is no confirmed low in place. On the micro level, we would call that here an A wave down, a B wave up, and a C wave down. Unfortunately, there isn't really anything in the microstructure you can identify here. For sure, that C wave is technically complete. You can never rule out one more low. Ideally, though, if it's the blue count, we shouldn't really see any further lows. Maybe another lower low here, but no sustained break below that 78.6 retracement, which means Over the coming sessions, I'm going to watch specifically if the market can build enough buying momentum that we start the third of a third wave up. Overall, the assumption hasn't changed. Still assume the blue scenario is leading, and we just need to see if it transitions into the wider yellow wave too, or whether the bulls can hold above the Thursday low, which is the invalidation point for the blue scenario, and that low is at $97,300. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.